Hi everyone, good morning. We will just wait just a few seconds to make sure that everyone is coming, also the ones that are a little late. So in 30 seconds, we will start. So I think that for the ones that have arrived, good morning and welcome to this morning webinar, where I will talk about how you should unlock the superpower of your store teams and how you can do it. I will talk for about 25 minutes and then there will be, 20 minutes, and then there will afterwards be possibility to ask questions. So my name is Gøril Vollvegger and I have been with Maze Feedback for about 18 years, working with small, mid-sized and large companies, all of them doing their best to empower and engage and motivate their employee to make sure to get the most satisfied customers and, of course, also at the end, high revenue. So, as I said to you, I will be talking for about 15 to 20 minutes. Afterwards, there will be a 5-minute Q&A. And to the right of you, you will see there is a Q&A button. Feel free to just write your questions if you have, and I will do my best to answer them afterward. My colleague, Katrine, will administrate the chat. And I just have to tell you, this is my first webinar. And obviously, my native language is not English, so please bear with me. But I'm looking forward to have these 20 minutes with you anyway. Okay, let's kick off this morning with a few facts that I have got from Gallup, Forbes, and Business.com. Companies with high engagement is 23% more profitable. Highly engaged teams are 17% more productive, and employees who feel heard are 4.6 times more likely to feel empowered and to perform their best work. And motivated employees, of course, are better at collaboration and problem solving. I don't think these are news for you, but maybe the most scary one, at least I think, is that in a report that Quinix just released, based on 12,500 frontline workers across 8 countries, 1 out of 3 frontline workers have considered quitting their jobs because of lack of recognition and appreciation. To me, that's scary. And that also tells me that what I'm going to talk to you about today is really, really important, because this is not the way it should be. So, with those numbers in mind, I'm sure that you will agree on that it's crucial to recognize the frontline staff that you have in your organization. They are your brand ambassadors, they are your customer service champions, and main point of contact for all of your customers or visitor coming to your stores. And I think their knowledge and behavior is crucial to your business. And that is why it is so important for you to unlock their superpower so that they do their best every time a potential customer is coming in the door to your stores. So let me share with you some figures from existing customers of Maze. These examples that I'm going to show you now are numbers from fashion and sport customer based on the 2023 figures. The first example to the right shows that the customers that have experienced good upscale skills and recommendation from the frontline staff left the store with an average basket size that was 20% higher than the ones that did not experience that skills. So, summarized, the behavior in the store from the frontline staff towards the customers increased the basket size with 20%. It's quite, and what you can do, you can take that number and think about your own basket size and your own numbers, and you can figure out what that will mean for your business. The other example in the middle is about satisfied customers, or NPS, or what you call it. A satisfied customers was shopping for 29% more than a customer that was not happy. And the last one, customers that are experience a good experience, having a good experience in the shop, they go back to the shop. 33% of customers that have experienced a good experience in the store, they come back to the store or to the brand. And in Maze customers, among all the Maze customers, the average is between 75 to 95% of satisfied customers. That is a difference with 20%. And I have to tell you, a very small, but very successful sports chain in Norway has calculated that 1% increase in satisfied customers give 1 million euro in increased revenue. And take a second and think about your own numbers. What would that mean for you? So, the insights I just gave you are insights that are very often not available for your frontline staff. How come? This is really important insights for them to know. And even though the superpower that your frontline staff has, there is a big gap in how customer insights and analytics are currently distributed within the various organizations. The majority of these really valuable data are processed, analyzed, and often remains as reports and heavy analytics within the manager and the headquarter teams. And what about the frontline staff then? Because the frontline staff might only receive, these insights now and then, and if at all. And if they get these insights, they are very often given as boring reports, maybe once a week, once a month, or maybe even not that often. And they are reports with numbers and figures and arrow. It's boring statistics. And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't make any change because it's not inspiring. And sometimes also the information and the reports are old. They might be from a mystery shopper 2 months back and hang up on the wall in the pause room 2 months after. So these reports are not reports that are inspiring all of your frontline staff. So you have to use strategies that are used. Sorry. I think I did. Yeah, sorry about that. So what you should do is you should use strategies that they are used to in their daily life. And the people working in your stores, at least a lot of them, are used to get feedback all the time. They are used to be seen. They're used to get likes and notifications, comment and kudos. In my opinion, they are spoiled with it. But if that helps, why should you do different in your business? I am sure they all want to do a good job. So you have to make it easy for them. And you have to make it easy for your frontline staff to be seen for what they do. They want to know what they should do. And they want to contribute with their knowledge. And they want to see that their contribution matters and has an impact. In the Nordic, there are hundreds of thousands of employees within retail. And 1/4 of them, 25% of them, are between the age of 16 to 24 years. And a high number of the workforce are less than 40 years, a lot younger than I am. And only a short number of these are working full time. And do you know what that means? That means that your frontline staff that works hourly or part-time have lots of other things on their mind when they are working or when they are not working. And also maybe when they are working, they don't think about your job. So how can you unlock that power when they are working in your business? What strategies can you use to have them fully committed, engaged, and empowered when they work? I'm going to give you some ideas. By integrating kudos, gamification, real-time feedback into your engagement strategy, you can significantly empower your frontline staff. And these strategies not only increase the motivation and the job satisfaction, but also lead to better customer experience, increased loyalty, and at the end, improved business outcome. So I'm going to take you through five tips how you can use these strategies. And hopefully you can, after this webinar, take this back and maybe implement some of them in your company. So let's look at the first one. Leveraging customer feedback. Real-time notifications from daily customer feedback can be incredibly empowering for your frontline staff. Remember, I told you a lot of these insights and feedback comes really late or doesn't have the impact because it's old news. But if you put up a system where your frontline staff who meets your customers every day get the feedback how the customers are experiencing your frontline staff service, that will engage them and motivate them to improve their service and improve the behavior towards the customer. They will also find more meaning in their work and they feel that they are growing in their role. So leveraging customer feedback every day to your customer. Don't leave it at the headquarters only. The second one, immediate recognition. When a customer leaves positive feedback, this not only boosts the morale of the employee, but also shows other the direct impact of providing excellent service. It also tells that what they are doing is appreciated and makes the customer happy and boosts the revenue. And I promise you, this will motivate them to continue doing what matters the most every day to every visitor and potential customer in your store. They want to be recognized. And there is no better way to be recognized from the customers that they are serving every day. My third advice is use the feedback as a learning tool, not punishment. I used to say that to the customers that we have that everyone, you should learn your frontline staff to appreciate feedback from customers that are not happy. Can you imagine a customer leaving a store not happy, but it takes the time to leave you a note telling you, giving you feedback, what you could have done better? And if you encourage your frontline staff to love all feedback from all customers, also the ones that are not happy, there will be an incredibly high learning curve for all of these people. And imagine the impact. And have in mind, I am sure you are using tons of money on training courses and education for your staff. But you have no idea if that learning and if that training is being done in the stores. But if you get feedback from the customers every day, you at the headquarters, the learning and development management, you will also see if the learnings you are spending money and time on are actually being done from the frontline staff in the stores towards the customer. And this is beneficial and important insights for both your frontline staff, your store manager, but also for the management and top level management group at the headquarters. And then the power of kudos. Remember the slide at the beginning where I told you that 1 out of 3 frontline staffs have considered quitting because of lack of recognition and appreciation. That is an incredibly high and sad number. Kudos is a public kind of recognition, and it's so powerful. Imagine how easy it could be to give kudos if you have some positive feedback from the customers already. You can address the customer's feedback by giving a kudos to your store employee based on real customer experience. And then when you do that, you address good behavior and engagement. And you are able, as a manager, like a store manager or regional manager or at the headquarters, you're able to give kudos on behavior that creates revenue and strengthens the brand. And imagine the staff being seen by the whole management group. Do you think they will consider not being recognized or appreciated if they get that? No, they will not. So that's so powerful. Give kudos. And then the last thing, some fun, gamification, making work fun and rewarding. That is also about being appreciated and recognized, because gamification involves kind of a game design element into our work process, and with the goal to make it more engaging and motivating. So as a team, you can set goals, you can challenge other stores to compete on those goals, and you will work together to lift the customer experience in the stores. And the goals is not on the hard KPIs. The goals that the stores should set is on the behavior that they can influence 100%, which means how many customers should we offer help? How many customers should feel that we are revealing their, asking questions, giving them good recommendation. We are helping them in the fitting room if you have one. All of these things are goals you should put goal on instead of necessarily just the hard KPIs. Because if you put goal on the employees or frontline staff's behavior, they are able to do something about it 100%. So remember, the goal is to create an environment where your frontline staff feels valued, engaged, and empowered to deliver the best every time and to do what matters the most for all customers. So, a short advice at the end. The financial performance of your stores are influenced in part by the behavior of your frontline staff. So that is why it might be beneficial for retailers and for you listening today to prioritize the behavior of the frontline staff a bit more and dial back slightly on the rigid focus on hard KPIs. Consider this scenario from a retailer with hundreds of stores. The graph you see is from a customer recently starting using Maze, and each line is a store within this retailer. What you see is the variation on the store's capability to offer help to the customer. So the variation is actually from the left, where the stores are offering help to almost between 80 and 95% of the customers. And offering help is the first step to get in touch with your customer and to increase the conversion rate. So you see the stores to the left, they're offering help to between 80 to 95% of the customers. While the stores to the right, they are offering help to a lot less of the customers. So now imagine the impact if all stores offers help to customers almost at the level of the best performing ones. I guarantee your revenue would increase. So here is my suggestion today. Shift your attention a bit more towards the behavior of your frontline staff and slightly reduce the emphasis on pushing the hard KPIs. You likely witness a big increase in your revenue, as many of May's customers have experienced over the past 18 years. So with that, I hope that I have been giving you some insights and thoughts and ideas in how you can focus more and more on your frontline staff behaviors and just a little less on the KPI. A customer told me once that, Gøril, we cannot stop focusing on the KPIs. Of course not. I mean, that is your business. But I suggested for that customer to just change a little bit, just a little more focusing on the frontline staff behavior. And he got back to me and told me he has never regretted doing that. So with that, I will look into some questions. And I've got a question here. How do we get employee to focus on the right things? Okay, I would say, first of all, you should listen again to my webinar because actually it is all about making sure your frontline staff get notified every day on what is the most important things for the customer. It's all about making them, when they come to work and they look at the customer's feedback and they see the notification, they see the goals they have, and they see how they have been behaving towards the customer, that will help them to focus on the right things every day. But they need this feedback every day. If not, they forget about it. So another question, a very interesting product. I'm based in the UK. Can I ask, are the employees in these companies you work with able to access this data anytime on the day or night? Yes, they are. They are able to access this data on the app that we are created for all employees. Obviously, what we do is we are updating our solution only during the night, so there is no changes in the app during the day. And the reason for that is that we want employee to look at the app before they go to work, so they are really, they know what they should do and they know what they should practice on, but we don't want them to look at the app during the day, because during the day, the focus should only be on the customers in the store. But it is accessible all the time. And we actually see employees are going in there on Sunday evening to prepare for the Monday morning work. So yeah, it's available. Any other questions coming up? We still have 2 more minutes. Okay, so what we will do, we will obviously send this recorded version of this webinar. And if you're interested to know more or talk to us, please reach out and we will get back to you. So thank you all for listening, and I wish you all a great day. Bye.